I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at The Dark Knight Returns 3, issue number 5, The Master Race. Can Carrie Kelly and an aging Bruce Wayne rally what little forces they have left to challenge the rogue Kryptonians? Well, let's hop on together and find out, shall we? Alrighty then, so as the comic opens, we can see Gotham City absolutely eating itself due to fear, or I don't know, maybe it's Black Friday and there's a new iPhone on sale. It could really be either. This is all part of some crazy long game by the rogue Kryptonians and Father Quar to try and get these people to riot, and in doing so smoke out Batman. Oh, but the old Dark Knight is too smart for that trick. And by too smart, I mean he actually wants people to continue fighting and killing each other because, oh, guess what? It's all part of Batman's plan. This plan also includes the intervention of Aquaman, who takes Carrie Kelly back to the Arctic to try and free Superman because apparently Aquaman had on him just the very thing they needed to free Superman from those black holes that he was stuck in. Man, the wonders of Atlantis, am I right? And boom, just like that, Superman is back in the fray, which kind of undercuts his heroic sacrifice from a few issues ago and the shame that his daughter was feeling, what with more or less, being the hand that killed him. In fact, characters who I thought were dead are coming back alive all over the place. Remember last issue when the Flash totally ate shit by tripping over a manhole cover and breaking both of his legs because he was running too fast? Well, he's fine, and Batman's putting him back together. He's also putting him to work, making him more or less the tech guy. It seems that our heroes are going to need rain, and lots of it too, for their final confrontation with Quar and the rogue Kryptonians. Batman announces his arrival by shining the bat signal in the sky. But the plan isn't to blind his foes, oh no, he brings down the thunder and takes out the bulk of the Kandorian army using kryptonite rain, I think is what it is. Yeah, apparently Batman has been, using a bunch of drone satellites to seed kryptonite in the clouds above for just a situation like this, but thankfully the kryptonite is diluted enough in the rain that it only hurts the bad guys and not the good guys. Only it doesn't fully defeat them because Batman still gets out in his mech suit and has a big fist fight with one of the rowdy Kandorians, and then he beats him with the help of Superman, who was also there in a battle suit because Superman needs a battle suit apparently, even though they just said the kryptonite can't hurt him. And that is, I kid you not, where the comic ends, only it doesn't really end because, as we found out throughout this Dark Knight Returns 3 series, you have to actually read the backups because they're usually important and usually have some bearing on the story. Except for this one, though. This one focuses on Lara, and you think by far this would be, the most important one? Only it's not. It has no bearing on anything. It's just a weird little detour wherein we see Lara flirting with one of the Kandorian boys, who I guess looks a little like Superboy because he's wearing a leather jacket, but he's not. They fight, then they kiss, then they fight some more, which apparently that's what Lara's into because she says, "I'm an Amazon." Yeah, I don't think that's so much what Amazons are into as it is what Frank Miller is personally into. And by far, these weirdo backups are the only thing in this book that actually feels like it was written by him. It was definitely drawn by him, that's for certain. Man, so really what can you say at this point about The Dark Knight Returns 3 Master Race? We're 5 issues in, a little over the halfway point, and I gotta say, this series feels like it's running out of steam really quickly. Like maybe it wasn't a good idea to have a threequel to, such a beloved story like this one. Especially when it seems like this book was put into production not because anyone involved had a particularly good idea about what to do next for this series, but because, it was the anniversary and we really needed a new Dark Knight Returns book and we didn't care how we got it. I mean, there's nothing overly bad about it, but there's nothing overly good about it either. It just kind of feels like it's running in place, trying its hardest to remind you about cool stuff that you remember from the original Dark Knight Returns, like the Batmobile and the mech armor and the big bat signal and all that other stuff. It's just, I've seen it before and I've seen it done better. I am apathetic towards this issue, and I'm quickly growing apathetic of this whole series, which is why I can really only give it a 5.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.